Ladies and gentlemen, next up, it is for the IBF Asia Heavyweight Championship. Please make some noise as this is the main event of the evening. ขอเสียงนะครับ main event. Calling first to the ring, fighting out the blue corner, Nattapon Plangpimai.
Yeah. Dumbbells claim shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with fight. Round after round, battle shining bright. Footwork fierce, got the moves to evade. Knuckles full of fury, every debt repaid. Highland grind where champions are made. Fighting for dreams in the ring we invade. Training every day till the prize in hand. Future on the rise, here we make our stand. Coaches yell, keeping focus tight. Drilling diligent day and night.
From the red corner, now entering the ring, Alessio Bisutti.
In the ring of fire, fists collide. Sweat and blood through the wild-eyed pride. From every corner, they come to stand tall. Gloves hit like thunder, hear the warriors roar. Fight Club Championship.
Introducing to you first, finding out the blue corner, official weight 91.7 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 23 victories, 5 defeats, and no bouts even. Representing Thailand, Nattapon Plangpimai.
Sweat hits the mad grind never ends. Highland hustlers destined to transcend. Punching at the bag, gloves stained with
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, official weight 110 kilograms with a professional boxing record of 12 victories and 1 defeat. Representing Italy, this athlete is the WBA Asia Heavyweight, WBC Asia Continental Bridgerweight, ABF and PAT Heavyweight, WBC Asia Silver Bridgerweight, WBO Oriental Heavyweight, and UBO International Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Alessio Bisutti.
Fight Club Championship around the crowd. One punch aside, two screaming.
The IBF officials, Dr. Jimmy Chai Chot Chuang, Mr. Carlos Costa, the judge, and the other judge, Mr. Churchai Sirat, the other judge, Mr. Saweng Tawikun, and Mr. Yongsak Na Songkla. Inviting to the ring, Mr. Rainer Goldwood, Mr. Brico Santik, Mr. Naris Singwangcha, and Mr. Supanat Jan Ram. May everyone please stand up and pay your respects to the national anthems of both fighters. Mr. Narising Wangcha, Mr. Rainer Goldward, Mr. Bigo Santig, Mr. Supernat Chan Ram.
Dumbbells clang, shadow box in the mirror. Dreams of the belt, vision getting clearer. Sweat hits the mad grind. Special fire breaking ball.
Okay, here we go, folks. This is our main event of the evening. It is Italy taking on Thailand. This is a rematch between Alessio Bisutti in the red corner and Nattapon Plangpimai in the blue.
IBF Asia Heavyweight Title on the line, scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. Nattapon gets through with a left hook to the right. Orthodox against unorthodox. We've just had one of the best fights we've seen, and now we have the heavyweights battling it out for a title.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, Jim. There's real bad blood between these two. So Alessio Bisutti getting his only defeat on his professional boxing career against Nattapon. So really wanting to settle the score right here.
Psychological warfare at its finest. Alessio believes he could have won that fight, and it was just the closest fight you would see. It could have gone either way, but right now it is a test of who wants it more, who believes they really won that first fight, and we will see tonight. Big right hand puts him to the canvas. The referee deems it a slip.
Yeah, looked like he tripped over his own feet, Jim, as he was hit with that right hand.
But it doesn't matter, it's still a knockdown. That should have been called a knockdown, but it is what it is. We're back into the action. Alessio's got him into the corner, sending right hand after right hand, trying to find the target. He should be going to the body, and there he is, clubbing him with the right.
Well, Alessio's nickname is the Hammer, and he's definitely being the hammer right now. Nattapon being the nail. Alessio just nailing him, hammering him with that right hand. And here comes Nattapon with his own right hands, pushing Alessio into the neutral corner.
It's very back and forth, a 50-50 fight. The magnet fights, as we like to call it. Both fights, it goes one way, then the other, and it just keeps going and going. Halfway through round number one already. And the FCC, Pattaya, Thailand, cheering on their man Alessio Bisutti, but of course Nattapon with his scoring section as well.
Alessio not fazed by the onslaught from Nattapon, tying him up inside the clinch, using the uppercuts. Nattapon complaining there.
And there was a very similar affair in the first fight between these two. A lot of drama going on in that previous fight, so it is now a time to settle the score. 45 seconds of round number one to go.
Right hand there from Alessio as he charges at Nattapon, pushing him into his own corner.
And the referee pries him apart. Alessio taking a big deep breath there, and it's a great idea. Try and get your breath. You've got 10 rounds to survive. Nattapon being the nail, and he keeps sending these big shots. And the hammer starts hammering away at Alessio Bisutti. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Central ring for these gentlemen.
Bit of apprehension here from both these two as this round dies down into the dying seconds. Good right hand there from Alessio to the body and to the head. And that is the end of the first round. We're going to go to the replays very shortly, and then we'll have a round number two. What a round it was for Alessio, coming out, as we know him for, being really aggressive with the right hand, having this fight up close and personal. He really wants to settle the score against Nattapon. Nattapon wasn't able to budget, wasn't able to get his own shots off very easily up until the end of that round, and the midpoint too. Alessio was definitely the aggressor, definitely the more dominant fighter in that round with his right hand, and just closing the distance and tying up Nattapon in the clinch using his dirty boxing.
The legendary Breaker in the corner of Alessio, of course, giving him sound advice. But to me, in that round, Ali, I do believe Alessio was robbed of a knockdown. And people could argue, well, the opponent slipped, he tripped up. So what? If you get hit and the contact causes you to lose balance and fall over, that should have been a knockdown. I do believe Alessio should have got that. But we go into the second round and we let it go and we just start fighting on. Round number two underway.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give the referee the benefit of the doubt that he was probably at the wrong angle and didn't see that slip or didn't see that knockdown that you think it was. But here we go, round number 2. Doesn't matter what we think. And there's the uppercut there from Nattapon as they tie each other up inside the clinch yet again.
And this is definitely a battle of the clinch. Land your combination and then nullify the action in the clinch, and that's what we're seeing right now. But once Alessio gets you into a corner where you don't have anywhere to run, he's like Sonny Liston. He'll just keep hammering away at you until you fall down. Central ring there, high guard for Alessio, low guard for Nattapon, trying to bait Alessio in. Jab for jab action, nice right hand downstairs, and a big overhand right as well, sent down to Alessio.
Wow, that looked like that hurt Alessio there. Got caught off guard by that overhand right from Nattapon. And
back into the action they go. Alessio looks like he's weathered that storm pretty well, but he's still getting shot.
Yeah, I was about to say that's definitely fired Alessio up. And again getting tagged by another sound punch from Nattapon.
And it's that classic thing, Ali, like, if you hit me, you've just made me even angrier and you're going to keep going at it.
But sometimes that's not a good thing in fight sports for fighters. If they lose their cool like this, they're definitely going to make more mistakes and put too much power into the shots. And if they miss that shot, they'll waste the energy.
And it's happened to a few great fighters. The anger usually controls them, but here we are, centering halfway through this round already, and it should say round number 2.
Nattapon happy to jump into southpaw. Switches stance into southpaw, a bit of showmanship there from Nattapon. Oh, actually, sorry, saying that he was hit to the back of the head. Overhand right there from Nattapon, and again being tied up inside the clinch.
And that was the complaint from the previous fight as well. It was the hits to the back of the head that the complaints were coming in. The referee giving him a stern warning. Back into the action they go. Alessio on that front foot. And this is what he needs to do. He needs to push forward. He needs to give it everything he's got. Nattapon taunting Alessio, but that's usually a sign that you're hurt as well.
Alessio again with the right hand, and to the head and to the body. Nattapon not fazed by it at all and firing back with his own right hand to the midsection.
And Nattapon going down to the body, trying to bring Alessio's guard down for that overhand right that he likes to throw. Alessio is now aware of that overhand right, and there it is again. Alessio's got to stick to the jab of the right hand, a big clocking right, sending the head to the side.
Good shot there from Nattapon before the clinch was broken up.
The crowd chanting for a double jab right hand. Final 10 seconds of this round. Big right hands getting through. Taunted by both of these fighters. Alessio just needs to stick to this game plan, and he's doing a good job of it. And we're going to go to some action replays. This is the main event, folks. Big right hands being landed to the body there by Nattapon, and then he followed up with that right hand, and that was that moment where Alessio almost lost his footing and started to wobble ever so slightly. But when Alessio gets his footwork going, when he gets his jab working for him, Alessio is a damaging fighter, and there we see it. He just starts to almost turn into Lenny McLean and just start punching you to the stomach and to the head. And there we see the legendary Brico once again with the great advice.
Yeah, what a round that was between those two. Nattapon not faced too much by Alessio's onslaught. Question is, can these two keep this up for 10 rounds of action if it goes that far, Jimmy?
And that's the thing with the heavyweights, it's very hard to see a full 10 rounds at a high pace. It tends to be, we'll take 20 seconds off and land 3 seconds of punches. But here we are, folks, round number 3. So the IBF Asia Heavyweight Title fight on the line. Italy takes on Thailand. Alessio Bisutti in the white and black. Nattapon in the black and yellow. Round number 3 in the way, scheduled for 10.
Alessio on the front foot. Nattapon happy to dance around him on the outside. Alessio closing the distance, using his jab just to push away, create the space for that hammering overhand right.
Big jab sends him backwards, and Alessio got that jab working. This is where Alessio needs to be. He just needs to send everything he's got. Alessio has the power to put him down, but Nattapon is returning with his own.
Oh yeah, he's definitely sending it, Jimmy. He's pinging it right in there. Big right uppercuts, big right hands coming in from the hammer, Alessio Bisutti.
The hammer living up to his name, treating Nattapon as a nail and just trying to hammer him into the ground. Alessio goes to the body with a crunching right hand.
Nattapon ate that well. And coming back with his own right hand that just clips the back of the head. Looks like it hit the ear of Alessio.
And that was a shot that was complained about in the last fight, Ali. That shot to the back of the head. We see it once again. Referee taking control of this action. Alessio now on the back foot. Alessio needs to start that jab pumping and get that right hand flowing.
Jab being poured out here by Nattapon. Alessio not fazed by it, trying to close the distance as much as he possibly can. Wants to have another onslaught here with the right hand, swinging and missing with the right hook.
Nattapon with the same tactics, going down low to go eventually high. And Alessio's got him into the corner, and this is where Alessio could really start hammering away at his opponent.
Referee splitting these two up. And here we go, Nattapon in the Philly shell on the front foot. Getting away from that now, high guard, just keeping Alessio at bay, just pouring his punches out. Alessio going to the body again. Big dicks from Alessio with those right hooks.
And we've seen Alessio grow in every fight. He's still got energy in this third round, and he's just absolutely smashing away at Nattapon. Nattapon always has a return for every shot Alessio throws. Alessio throws 5, and Nattapon throws 1 big one.
Great right hand there from Nattapon. Picks his moment to land that perfectly and pulls out with the double jab.
And we're definitely seeing the quantity over quality in some of these exchanges. But sometimes when you're a heavyweight fighter, you don't need to win the most quality shots. Quantity tends to win it for you. Central ring for these gentlemen, 40 seconds to go.
Overhand right there from Nattapon. Alessio keeping a high guard. Trying to go forward. Jab there from Alessio. Alessio with the punches in the clinch.
And this is where he needs to be. Don't stop firing until the referee peels you apart. Central ring, final moments of this round. Alessio stalking him. Nice right hand to the body. Nice right hand to the head.
And Nattapon almost coming out of the ring there from that clinch exchange.
Walking away there. Final moments of this round.
Overhand right there from Nattapon. And that is going to do it for round 3. What a round it was between these two warriors, and we take it now with the replays. And there it was with Nattapon with the overhand rights there. Picked his moment perfectly. It was more quantity instead of quality. Sorry, quality instead of quantity from Nattapon, who was just able to land those right hands. Whereas Alessio wanted to have that fight in the phone booth, wanted to have the fight at close quarters and smother Nattapon with his heavy pressure. Great right hands there from Alessio. That's why we call him the hammer. Hammering away at Nattapon with that overhand right.
Yeah, great round. Both fighters laying it on the line here. I mean, this heavyweight main event is not disappointing the crowd. We're seeing back and track fighting, punches and bunches, quality shots going everywhere. Alessio has got to believe in his jab. That double jab with the right hand is his money shot. Nattapon has got to stick to that plan, go low, and then aim high with the power.
Here we go, 4th round coming up. We are set for 10 if it goes that far. Alessio in the white trunks with the black trim, and Nattapon in the black trunks with the tiger trim. This is the IBF Asia Heavyweight Title fight. A lot at stake here. Alessio definitely wants revenge, but is it going to be revenge or repeat in this matchup, Jimmy?
And that's what we're all here to see. Alessio believes it was unfair in that previous fight. He's now got to see, and that was an unfair shot landed. But again, Alessio's a gentleman. He always accepts it and carries on. Back into the action they go. Nice jab by Alessio. Nattapon getting the head moving, and Nattapon trying to get underneath the onslaught, and that's a good move to do against a heavyweight. If you can make them miss, you've got to make them pay. When a heavyweight overextends, Ali, they tend to overcommit to the shot and really gas themselves out and end up off balance.
Yeah, and that's really where you see the more successful heavyweights with the good counter punches, well-timed counter punches, when they make him miss and make him pay like that.
And I don't know what he's complaining about. Alessio's just got to keep hammering away at him. Alessio's starting to get under the skin of Nattapon, and maybe that's where he needs to be. He needs to frustrate Nattapon into submission.
Alessio on the front foot here, charging into Nattapon, taking him onto the ropes.
And that is a great tactic for heavyweights. Tire your opponent out with little micro movements, leaning on them, resting on them, pushing them into the corner. It's all these little edges that will help you win these fights.
Jab to the body there. Sorry, right hand there from Nattapon. And again, seeing the clinch. Longer than the clinch as well. You don't typically see that in Western boxing. More of a Muay Thai move.
The referee giving a warning about holding on the back of the head and then delivering the shots. That is allowed in bare knuckle boxing, but not this one. The referee might give him another warning, but then he might take a point. He's got to be careful. Big jab right down the middle.
Jimmy, just go through what you're allowed to do in the clinch. You have to hold one arm and then punch. Is that the rule?
In the clinch, if one arm is free, you're allowed to keep firing. But as soon as you wrap around your opponent, that is no longer a legal move and the clinch is nullified. In technical sense, you're not even allowed to grab your opponent many times, considered not trying to fight. So he's got to be very careful with what he's doing here.
Jab again there from Alessio. Overhand right there goes through for Nattapon, and Alessio ties him up yet again inside the clinch.
I mean, Bernard Hopkins was a master inside the clinch. He would blindside the referee with the shots, grab him, and it's just what you need to do in boxing sometimes. Little edges will win you these fights, but a great jab down the middle by the hammer.
Stiff jab down the middle from Alessio Bisutti, and holding on to Nattapon so he can deliver those clubbing hooks to the body.
And Alessio just reminds me so much of Lenny McLean, that old school style, just getting up close to your opponent, grabbing him and slapping him. But here we see both fighters just absolutely crunching each other inside the clinch. A very close round, Ali, and there it is. We're going into the next round very soon. But again, one of those I would hate to be a judge of. So let's go to some action replays. Thank you everyone for joining us so far. Live in World Siam Stadium in Bangkok, Thailand, the greatest city in the world, for this IBF Asia Heavyweight Title fight. We were scheduled for 10 rounds. We're already entering halfway through. The replays are yet to find themselves on the screen, so we'll just tell you what was happening. So, Ali, in that fight, we saw a lot of back and forth action. It's a very hard one to even decide who's winning this fight. It's a very close fight. Both fighters winning exchanges. I've got Alessio up on my unofficial scorecards.
Yeah, I mean, it must be difficult for judges to score a fight where the majority of it has been in a clinch.
And, you know, the classic is when George Foreman explained this beautifully is when two heavyweights are fighting each other, they almost take a little bit of an agreement that we're not going to hit each other right hard right now. Let's take a clinch, let's take a breather, then we'll go at it. Evander Holyfield, George Foreman did that many times. And here we are, folks, the next round for this IBF Asia Heavyweight Title fight. Round number 5.
Jab there from Nattapon, going to the body with the right hand, tying up Alessio inside the clinch as well. Again, that was the cross-face guard, glove in the face from Nattapon. Are you allowed to do that in Western boxing, Jimmy?
Not at all. You're not allowed to rub it. In fact, it was used in the 30s and 40s in boxing. You used to rub the laces, and then they started to tape up the laces so you could no longer rub the laces on your opponent's face. So it's just an old school move that he's yet to forget. Big right hand by Alessio, and Alessio's got him in the corner, hitting with the left and the right.
Nattapon not going down without a fight though, coming back with his own right hands to the body and to the head. Backing Alessio up into the neutral corner and getting tied up inside the clinch.
And he's just pulling out all these moves, trying to do everything he can to disrupt the movement. Back into the action to go. Central ring for these gentlemen. Already a minute into round number 5.
Nattapon pushing Alessio back, like you like to say, Jimmy, trying to bully the bully, but here comes the bully again, and maybe shouldn't call him a bully, more of a hammer. Here comes Alessio Bisutti with his dynamite of a right hand.
Nattapon very, very smart there. He baited Alessio into a headshot so he could get underneath it. Nattapon is a very, very intelligent fighter. He knows how to weather the storm, and he just did a great wait and bait there. And now Alessio's on the back foot. Has he punched himself out? We're only halfway through this fight.
Yeah, Nattapon picking the right moments to engage and push Alessio back like this. Just knows when he wants to, when he can do it. Just conserving his energy very well. Don't forget, we have potentially got another 5 rounds to go, and Nattapon's managing his energy, managing his fuel tank perfectly, in my opinion, Jimmy.
Yeah, and he's really digging him now to the body, and that's going to start adding up later on. The sting of your punches are gone. Your legs start to feel more tired. So all of these body shots, although they may not look that hard, remember, these gentlemen are over 220 pounds. Anything they land is going to be powerful.
Nattapon with the check right hook. Stepping into center of the ring.
Both fighters just glaring at each other across the ring. Final 35 seconds of round number 5. Big right hand Nattapon starts to fall backwards, but this is the thing, Nattapon likes to play possum. He likes to feel like that he's hurt, but he's not.
Nattapon overhand right there, hits the gloves of Alessio. That left hook hit the mark though, hit the chin of Alessio Bisutti. And there's the 10-second clapper. We've got 10 seconds left in this round. Nattapon marching forwards. Right hand there from Nattapon. Left hook being delivered by Nattapon, but Alessio Bisutti landing his own right hook. And we'll have the replays coming to you very shortly. What a round that was, folks. Right hand there on the replay from Nattapon. Like I said, just knew when to close the distance and push the pace against Alessio Bisutti and almost bully the bully. Sort of turn the tide, turn the tables against the hammer and be the hammer himself. See Alessio coming back with his own shots on the replay, going to the body and going to the head, sticking to his game plan, sticking to his strengths.
And here we are, folks. We are in the final fight of the evening. Thank you everyone for joining us. So far, we are in the main event, the heavyweight fight. The IBF Asia Heavyweight Title is on the line. Alessio Bisutti from Italy is taking on Thailand's Nattapon Plangpimai. This is a rematch between these two gentlemen. Is it gonna be revenge or repeat? Only time will tell. Alessio in the white and black.
Jab there from Alessio to start off this 6th round. Nattapon with the Philly shell on the back foot, baiting Alessio to come forward.
And that's the thing with Nattapon, Ali. He knows how to bait people in. He knows how to leave the cookie out and make you want to eat it. And that's what he's falling for sometimes. But again, Alessio still always finding that clubbing of a right hand every time. Both fighters just now trying to get some of their energy back. They're very, very tired. We're in round number 6. Jab to the body there by Alessio.
Alessio with the jab again. Alessio stalking his opponent, trying to land a clubbing right hand. Swing and a miss there by Alessio. Alessio still on the charge. And pushing Nattapon back into his own corner. Nattapon with a great check right hook.
And we've only seen Alessio go the full fight a few times, so he definitely can go a full 10 rounds at this pace. We've seen him do it before. He did it against his exact same gentleman in the ring. So it is a case of who's got the better gas tank and who's willing to bite down on that gum shield and really march forward.
Alessio again with the right hand in the pocket. Big left hook there from Alessio. Got Nattapon in his own corner. Cornered in his own corner. Nattapon can't slip and dip his way out of this one.
And he is just really sending these right hands. He doesn't care where it lands. He just keeps throwing it. Back into the clinch they go, halfway through round number 6 already. Nattapon asking for everyone to start cheering him on. Alessio getting behind the jab is the best thing he can do now.
Good right hand there from Alessio. Nattapon just trying to keep him away with his own jab in southpaw. Right hand being delivered there from Nattapon in orthodox. And again, beautiful right hand there. Every time Alessio steps in now, Nattapon is trying to deliver that right hand right to the midsection.
And that's what he's waiting for. He knows Alessio's a front foot fighter. He knows Alessio is always coming forward. Alessio only takes a back foot in the later half of the round when he's taking his breather.
Less than a minute to go now in round number 6.
The corner asking Alessio to put him in the center. Battle it out in the center of the ring. Big leaping uppercut, the shoveling uppercut attempted by Nattapon. The jab by Alessio sends Nattapon backwards.
Oh, the stumble there by Alessio. Was it a slip though? Was that deemed a slip? Yeah, it was by the referee.
That one was definitely a slip. That's the one we can agree on. Protect yourself at all times. Hands high and carry on.
Good right hand there by Nattapon, closing the distance to land that left hook. 10 seconds to go now. Double jab there by Alessio. Nattapon pushing him away. And that is the end of the round. What a round that was between those two. Both getting off their own power shots. And we move into round number 7 shortly. Here's Jimmy with the replay.
Yeah, an absolute slugfest. That was a great combination there by Nattapon. The right hand downstairs with the left hook upstairs. But to me, Alessio's still constantly finding the target with that right hand like a heat-seeking missile. When he launches it, it finds a target. It may not land clean to the chin. It may not land clean, but it still hits the target. It is still scoring points. And there's been so many moments in this fight and that round where he pushed him against the ropes and really just started slamming away at him.
Yeah, what a round it was between those two. Both had their very good moments. There's Nattapon getting some final advice right there. I mean, does it go against you, Jimmy, if you've had such a successful boxing record and the majority of your wins have ended by knockout?
Absolutely, because you've never prepared for the long length fight. You may be able to go 20 rounds in sparring, but 10 rounds in a ring with an audience and the big lights surrounding you sucks the energy from you. So everyone can go 30 sparring rounds, but when you do 10 rounds in a ring like this, it's a completely different type of fight. So it really tests you. Can you go 10 rounds fully focused is the real question. It's not 10 rounds of energy, it's 10 rounds focused as well. Big right hand by Nattapon.
But Alessio fires back with his own right hand.
And he gets him in the corner where he wants him to be. Get the advice from your corner as well. Nattapon still on that back foot. Alessio marching forward.
High guard here from Alessio. Like you said, he's a forward. He's a front foot fighter. Right hand to the body and to the head from Alessio. Another clubbing overhand right there from Alessio. Pushing forward, going with the right hand, smothering Nattapon on the ropes. Referee separating these two.
I mean, you've got to give credit to Nattapon's chin. He has taken some absolute huge shots, and Alessio's chin as well. Both fighters have cracked each other with absolute dynamite, and neither have fallen. Well, the first round Nattapon did, but we carry on.
It's all about that. Nattapon looks like he wobbled slightly, getting out of the way, stepping back, going for a little walk into the free space, trying to get away from the onslaught of Alessio, but Alessio's still edging forward slightly, going to the body again.
And the more tired you get, the harder these shots hit. And that's what we're seeing right now. Fatigue is your worst enemy here. Fatigue makes a coward of everyone. And as soon as you get tired, every shot is going to hurt.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Jimmy, but both fighters have got that same problem, trying to fight fatigue. A bit of joking going on between these two as well.
The Tyson Fury special, sticking out the kiss tongue and just keep showing the crowd. A crowd pleaser is Alessio Bisutti. Nattapon definitely playing back with it. And that's what we want to see as well. Big right hand! Has that rocked him?
Alessio trying to go in for the kill. Big right hands coming in from the hammer. Is he going to nail this foe?
I'd like to see an overhand right as well. Instead of trying to find a target with the hardest punch to land, an uppercut, just come on down over the top with it. Less than a minute to go of round number 7. Who thought this fight would go this far? Nobody did. We're into the round number 7. Their last fight went the full 10 rounds as well. He's hurt. He's wobbling. Alessio's got to push the pace.
Yeah, he's grimacing right here. Alessio trying to go in for the kill. Uppercut's being delivered right there. Alessio missing his uppercut to the head.
The art of war. If they are tired, you need more energy. Push the pace onto them. He's grimacing. He's giving you. He's waving the white flag. Alessio's pushing forward a big, and the referee's seen enough, and it's all over. That is it. What an absolute fantastic fight and a fantastic victory for Alessio the Hammer Bisutti. Redemption at its finest. He has done it, folks. He said he would, and he could, and here he is enjoying the moment. He believes he won that first fight, and he's just proved to everyone that this victory is his. Action replays for you. And here we see the left hand and the right hand. It was those shovel uppercuts which would eventually be the end of that story. Those shots to the body, those shots to the head. And this is where we saw Nattapon just didn't want to give up. And sometimes you need a referee to help you put it away. And that is all, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks very much, folks. My name's Ali McConey. My commentary partner's been Jimmy Bowe. We'll see you on the next FCC and Highland Fight Night. Have a good evening and good night.
the darkness find the fight, shining through eternal night. Fists of glory, scars they bear, champions rise from the despair. Victory's call in the night, fight on through endless fright. Battered souls won't back down, even when hearts hit the ground. In the darkness find the fight, shining through eternal night. Fists of glory, scars they bear, champions rise from the despair. Victory's call in the night, fight on through endless fright.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the time of 2 minutes and 51 seconds, by way of 7-round TKO and new IBF Asia Heavyweight Champion, Alessio Bisutti.
Fire breaking bold, one winner under the blazing sun. Fight to death till the war is won. Gloves hit harder like thunder in the storm. Battle cries erupt to find a swarm. Cries a savage hymn, endless roar. Champion's crown, but painted in gold. Number one, the rings are thrown. Flesh on fire, breaking bold. One winner under the blazing sun. Fight till death, till the war is won. Gloves hit harder like thunder in the storm. Battle cries erupt, a violent swarm. Crowds a savage hymn, endless roar. Champion's crown, but painted in gold.
Alessio, your first loss was to him, but now a lot of people at your age would give up, but you didn't give up. You came out, you got the win, you beat him, you got the revenge. How does that feel? And what's your secret? How do you keep going?
I don't have a secret. It's just training, and I have a family that can understand me, and they leave me in the gym instead to stay at home. And this is important. If you want to reach some good result, you need to train every minute of your life.
You're a great inspiration to all fighters, and especially the youth. You don't have to fight, but you choose to fight because you love the sport. A lot of people would give up, but you just don't give up, and you're the champion now. Look, that belt looks great on you. Congratulations.
Crowds roar, fists engaged. Every punch story's told. Champions rise.
This is Mr. Brico Santic, the promoter here. You're promoting great fights here every month. You have a champion next to you. What does that mean to you as a promoter?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much to all our supporters. Of course, the trainer of Mr. Alessio, Mr. Ryan Willis, and his family that's very supportive. We're coming back again. Yes, of course, all the family of the FCC, Highland Boxing Promotion. Congratulations to one and all. And of course, we're giving again a good fight this coming June 28 at Siam World. More action, more excitement, and more champions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations.